One story written for eternal impact.
In 2017, Bishop Wayman and Kimberly Ming stepped in to serve the Pentecostal Church of God with a clear vision for one mission, one movement, and a passionate call to impact eternity by the power of the Spirit. We honor them and the story we've all begun to write through their bold leadership for a second century PCG.
We are standing at the precipice of a new chapter in the history of the Pentecostal Church of God. What will the second century PCG look like? Will we be missional? Will we be reformational? Will we be transformational?
Bishop Ming is a visionary leader, he's a transformative leader, and he's also a reformational leader. And what I love the most about it, and this is a rare combination for any leader when they're able to take those three things and be willing to bring other people to the table to help facilitate the vision.
We were facing a major transition from a first to a second century PCG, and really in a position of maintaining the organization rather than accelerating our missional movement.
God needs to help us to change from being an American church with a global vision to a global church with a global vision.
Something happened in the hearts of our leadership in the Pentecostal Church of God as we acknowledged God wanted us to move forward toward impacting eternity.
Because of the Mings, our story will be forever marked by the call to live as one mission, one movement, and impact eternity.
Well, it's been an extraordinary privilege to serve the Pentecostal Church of God the last 7.5 years as General Bishop, but I really have appreciated the opportunity to serve in so many different ways over the past 35 plus years of full-time ministry.
I think all the way back to Bible quizzing, my first memory of him, Messenger College professor. Even in those earliest years, you could see leadership and potential.
From a 22-year-old Messenger College instructor to a pastor, district bishop, general assistant, general secretary, every opportunity that I've been given has been a privilege.
It has meant so much to me to be the Women's Ministry Director of the Pentecostal Church of God. I am honored and humbled by the call.
When you look at the different initiatives that have been launched over the past 7.5 years, things like the Forerunner experience for young leaders wanting to go into ministry, online credentialing for those who are wanting to advance from exhorter to license to ordination, and then church coaching. My goodness, we've had over 180 churches in the last 5 years that have gone through our church coaching initiative. And that was a gift that was given to us by Bishop Ming.
He's able to capsulize it. He's able to put it in words that are understandable and to put it in action steps that are doable.
Some of the projects and ministries that stood out were absolutely taking women to a deeper level in the Word of God through discipleship. And in 7.5 years, we created 11 devotionals, 7 English women devotionals, 3 Spanish devotionals, and a girls devotional. Another thing that really stood out to me over the course of the last 7.5 years was the historic vote that we had at our 2019 General Assembly. We voted to let women serve in any position in the Pentecostal Church of God, and since that time we have had several women become district secretaries, and we have voted in our very first district bishop.
I think one of the surprising moments for me involved what God did in our finances. I didn't realize the dire situation that we were in financially. Back in 2017, we were staring at a $400,000 annual deficit in our budget. We were paying out hundreds of thousands of dollars in a death benefit liability that we couldn't pay for. We were struggling with a handful of lease agreements at our facility with low profitability. We had a 30-year interest-bearing loan where we were just paying interest. with no end in sight, and we had no new money for missions or ministry. It was an incredible challenge, and God began to turn that around. When we started tithing from our budget and from our missions and ministries departments, we began to see an incredible divine moment for the PCG. We were able to establish a tithe fund that would cover the death benefit liability. We were able to balance our budget. We refinanced our loans. They are principal-bearing loans and will be paid off in 14 years. By the year 2039, the Pentecostal Church of God will be debt-free. We saw nearly $700,000 come in with One Mission, One Movement giving that financed new ministry and mission, from the Forerunner to the church coaching experience to our new online credentialing process. It was an incredible turnaround. And so now we have a high profit-bearing, valuable property that is updated and renovated. Every floor now having lease tenants that are paying financially to help the Pentecostal Church of God. It's been an incredible turnaround. Past 4 years have been audits in the black since we started tithing. So to God be the glory, great things He has done.
It has been the honor of a lifetime for us to serve as your General Bishop and your Women's Ministry Director. We truly love you. You have become our family.
So many warm embraces and so many words of encouragement. It's just been an incredible season for us. No leader is indispensable, and God has prepared the next leader to charge up the hill, and we look forward to charging with them. PCG, you are our family, and exciting days are ahead.
As we step into the next chapter of a PCG 2.0, we do so with gratitude for the foundation that has been laid. What will a second century PCG look like? It looks like them. It looks like us. It looks like you.
Look at our Pentecostal Church of God, and I'm inspired because I see a grassroots movement of people who really do want to live as one movement. I believe that in my heart. People who really do want to make an eternal impact in our day and time. People who really do want to get off the Ferris wheel to write a story for a second century PCG that will reach millions, that will depopulate hell and populate heaven.
My hope and prayer is that the Pentecostal Church of God in this second century PCG will write one story written for eternal impact.